people, and I didn't set you up. I swear to God, it wasn't me, Billy. I was just doing what I was told. You want some truth? Jack knows. He knows the truth. Please don't.
Hi, welcome to the Love Shack, where we talk about the laws of mind and how they govern our lives, and where we jibber jabber about them. And I love jibber jabbering about them. So if you like this kind of content, and like jibber jabbering, and want to, feed the monster, because if you feed the monster, then he spreads the good word. He's really a cutie. So thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. And people ask me stuff, and then after a while, it's like, I'll just make a video, so I don't have to keep writing this. And then, now I put a poll out, and the patrons tell me, I'll give some suggestions, and then there's always, put below if you want something specific. And so today, the winner chicken dinner is, how do you know when you've gone too far in 3D? And this is about judging, okay? Because there's steps and you're facing your judgments. And this is, what we call bad, okay? Or negative. These are the things that we've deemed to be that way. So that means we judged them. Okay, now how do you know if you're just judging? Like, I like chocolate. I don't like vanilla. Well, I don't want to get rid of vanilla. Okay. So I'm not maligning, and everyone has to eat chocolate, and no one can have anything they like. They must like chocolate and eat only chocolate. This is taking maligning too far. So I'll give you another example. It really deals with people. Okay, you can dislike what someone says or does. Okay, I don't like them. Okay, they give me a weird vibe. Bless them. Don't know what's going on there, but I know, that person is not thinking the way I think. I can feel it. Okay, you walk into a room, you feel it. You can. You meet your new boss, and it's an instant, something's wrong with this guy. And there's nothing. They've done nothing to make you feel that way. You just met someone, and it's a creepy person. Okay, creepy. And that's a judgment. What you're really doing is identifying the feeling, the vibration. Okay, so this person is, creepy, and you're allowing those things. Okay, you are. If you walk in assuming everyone is lovely, maybe one person will come up and try to be rude. Okay, they'll interrupt your conversation and start talking about what they love, and that you just stare at them. You give them the dead man stare. And then when they're through, you look back at the person you were having a conversation with and say, "Darn, I'm so sorry. Where were we before we were so rudely interrupted?" Or before we were interrupted. My mom would insist you say rudely interrupted. Make them think about it. Think about your behavior. How would you like that? That was rude. Now, I prefer the proactive method of just assuming everybody is lovely, and if you ain't lovely, you gotta go. You're gonna stay away from me. And that's generally what happens. You have your own road to walk if you want to be that way. I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna say you're just grumpy old gag. And you don't want to put up with that, so you'll stay away from me. That's how this works. Mr. Grumpy Guy doesn't want people to see him as a teddy bear, grumpy teddy bear. Okay. He wants them to take him seriously when he's grumpy, by golly. So that's balance, the balance of, you can be grumpy all you want. I still think you're a little grumpy bear. So it's like that. It's, what are you going to see? So like for people who walk in confidence, who admire and respect themselves, when they start to take it too far, then it becomes arrogance. Okay? And then arrogance turns into narcissism. That's what you're thinking. That's what they're showing you, that your thinking has gone too far. Yes, he's confident. I love that confidence in him. And then, over time, it becomes, he's overconfident. Well, what arrogance, man, you're just a narcissist, smelling your own farts. You thought these things before you ever said them out loud. Okay? You did. There's no way you didn't. Okay? You were thinking these things. And you started taking it too far when you said it out loud. Once you say it out loud, that's the power of the word come to life. Okay? It comes to life. If you're going to say it. And that's why, I know it sounds silly, and I know it sounds very Southern, but for me, it's beautiful little handle. God forbid. God forbid that happen. Oh, God forbid, what was I thinking? No, God forbid that. No, God forbid that. And nobody wants to experience that. Trust me, you don't want to experience that. God forbid. And that's how I do it. Other people say erase, 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 or no, no. That is not going to happen. Oh, no. But if you're afraid underneath because you don't know the laws, then it will happen. But if you do know the laws and you have that awareness, you have that understanding of these principles, then you're, God forbid, stopped at that booger and you walk out. Okay? You did not negate it. And you negate it by, you don't really negate it. God forbid, that's it. You bring it up again in your mind, and now it comes back to life, even bigger than before. That's what the story of Lot's wife is about. If you keep turning back, you're going to get frozen in it and preserved, and you're going to stay there, looking at life objectively. So if you see life subjectively, or you're trying to understand how to see life subjectively, you can see there's steps in your thinking that took you to the, too far land and started turning you into a zombie. So it's a progression. It's a process. So you just, you break it. No, this is not we're not following the process like that. No. I may not like what he says or does, but I'm sure, I know he's perfect. For someone somewhere out there, he's perfect. He's a perfect expression of God, and bless him. And if you really yanked your chain, well, now I forgive him for showing me he's an arrogant asshole. God forbid. Anybody get that way, but I forgive him for showing me he was like that, without distinction. Without distinction. He's free and I'm free. It's okay. And you walk off. It's understanding, the words and the feelings. It's the same feeling, but then it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. What a narcissist. My Lord. And you've taken it too far because you already did in your mind. And that's what's meant by, you don't commit adultery in your mind. It's already happened. when you do. You do it, you know, okay, you're going to see that. Well, no, I know that happens to everybody else, not me. But you fantasized about it. You dreamed about it. Thought about it while you had sex. So it's all yours, baby. Deal with it. You know, and that wasn't your intention. You were just, you know, fantasizing. But you didn't put it there. You know, you didn't forbid it. So it's like the difference between, you know, you're turning, there's two sides of being. There's a Microsoft way, which everything is open and you have to close it after you realize the damage, which is what we're doing. And then there's the Novell way, which is once you've recognized that's what you're doing, you close everything off and you only open up what you want. You only give access to. You get the minimum, and then you open it up and open it up and open. That's the life we're living, or these two systems in technology. That's the way technology tells the story. It's the story of Novell and Microsoft. You know, and in the end, Novell wins because they became Zen. They became the Zendesk. Okay, and everybody uses Zendesk. It's great. So it's like that. So, you know, you can go, you know, she's overweight, she's fat, she's obese, you know, that's your opinion. You know, that's your opinion. Why even go there? She's beautiful, okay? She's a perfect expression of God, you know, because what she's doing to herself in these stages is, you know, you get overweight, but then you start to realize these laws and you take control and you realize the food's delicious, it's all wonderful, it can't do a thing to you unless you say you can. And no, I don't believe any of that. I forgive it all. And, you know, I'm always a size 8, a perfect size 8. I have a closet full of clothes. I love them. I love how my body fits in all my clothes. It looks great. You know, I don't even look at my weight anymore because I just don't give a shit. I don't. You know, that's me. You know, I know that's going to fit me today. And I'm wearing it. I'm wearing that today. You know, and I put it on and it looks good. You know, so it's like that. Now, sometimes I put it on and it doesn't fit good. You know, I want to wear this. I'm wearing this tomorrow. God, it could. I can't believe that. You know, really? Really? I don't think so. I'm wearing that tomorrow. Thank you. You know, put it up against me. And put it back in my closet. I'm wearing that tomorrow. And then off you go. You know, and guess what? Tomorrow you're wearing it. You know, it's great when you realize that's what's going on and you start incorporating it into your responses. And so, you know, if you're hearing things like, you know, he's just a narcissist, you know that person is taking it too far, you know, and you just forgive them for seeing others like that. You know, if you're overhearing it, it's just a blanket forgiveness, but if you're living it, then you need to go forgive. The power of forgiveness is just amazing. It is pure love coming out, ripping out stuff, making life better. You know, it is. And it's fast. It really is. And now you have some peace and well-being, you know, and then you'll look for trouble for a little while. But then you'll stop. But knowing you're going too far is think about adjectives, the behavior you're placing upon it, you know. I really dislike him, you know. It's like seeing the different flavors of the person, the way people perceive him. You know, you can take that with Joe Biden or Donald Trump or, you know, George Clooney or Mariah Carey. You pick anybody that, you know, you admire. So, like, there's people who just really did not like Adam Sandler. And then there's other people who just absolutely adore Adam Sandler. To them, he's hysterical. And to the other side, he's just being stupid. You know, and there's a balance in there. And he's a gift giver. He's a messenger. All people who act and get into their creative juices, you know, I mean, get into them, that they're giving you messages from God. Now, not everyone is getting into their creative juices, and it becomes forced. Okay, it's forced. So now it's not funny. It stops being funny. So I hope this helps. It's different lines in the sand that we're uh, making, you know, and you'll let it go and you'll let it go, you know. Well, but it's really confidence. That's what it is, and that they admire and respect themselves. And we're the ones who flavor it as being their arrogant, you know, they're narcissistic, they're, man, they're way out there, you know. And they're just playing that role because you thought of it and you believed others could be like that. There's not a person on the planet who doesn't, you know, who hasn't watched a soap opera, who hasn't listened to Dr. Phil, who hasn't, you know, whatever. You had this planted in your head, okay? And now it's coming into your life. These are your judgments, you know, and it's one for all and all for one. What you believe about one person, you believe about all. You can say, you know, all the Jews got to go but my butcher. But no, your butcher's going to go too. World War II showed us this. It's all for one and one for all. Your butcher may get to live for a little while longer amongst all of you, but he'll be treated less and less as a human being until eventually he's dragged off with everyone else. Okay, that's how it works. So the idea is don't go there. You're responsible for following your heart. You don't follow orders. Okay. So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
I'm sorry about what happened before. You never should have seen me like that.
That's who you were. It's not who you are now. Tate, I forgive you.